Information asymmetry is your key to succeeding in markets, especially crypto, because new people are joining all the time and they know nothing. So any piece of edge you can gain is worth multiple X's for you and your portfolio. We all know the game now. It's not just double-digit percents, it's actually X's. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 50X. You can only get them with long-term views and information asymmetry, which means the market knows a certain amount of information and you know more because you've done the research. Today, I'm going to speak to you about the pDAI law. You really got to understand this, friends. Why is it PulseChain, a contrarian chain itself that's gate-kept and hidden, even though it's doing top 6 rank volume in the world, according to Dex Screener, it's actually on par with PUI and TON, which is 12x more expensive. Why is it a meme like this exists? Richard Hart has 7 core coins. No. Why is that? Why is a triggering of pDAI and PWBTC, the people's DAI and the people's Bitcoin, why is that triggering? Well, you got to understand the law. You got to understand that just like how XRP is triggering Bitcoiners right now. See how XRP is going up, friends? Just like it's triggering Bitcoiners, pDAI is also triggering people on PulseChain. And as you see it, as XRP goes up, friends, XRP now, they're digging the heels really into Bitcoin because Cripple, Brad Garlic Breath, has been paying millions of dollars to get to next to dinner spots with Donald Trump and basically keep telling him, don't make it a Bitcoin strategic reserve, bro. Make it digital asset stockpile. Include all the coins. And, you know, you have Dan Hodl coming out saying, F triple, truck them, truck triple. A cancerous lesion. And then people are getting triggered out here. Okay, so there is no right or wrong with these, friends. It is what it is. So that's why XRP going up is it's hating. It's hated, okay? But we're going to see the similarities here with PulseChain. You got to understand this law. That's what gives you... So, friends, when you see pDAI going up, I can feel it, man. Every green candle tick goes up. It's crushing certain people. You don't have to let it be that way, okay? Remember, friends, I've got it's a necklace, yeah? You have PulseChain, the purple, the pink and the blue logo. It's also Hex. You get it? It's the same community. So you're on the same team. And the pDAI logo, friendship. So let's dive into it. So once you understand this, it all makes sense. Learn about pDAI law so you can understand that pump. The Hex cult mantra was a one coin only type of mantra. The belief. The community descends its views from Richard Hart. Okay, and Richard Hart streams. So if you go and you check, you remember Richard Hart's streaming, friends? During the time it was streaming, well, remember, there's been 5 years of Hex. I know a lot of people like it's kind of kicking the nuts when they think about it now. He has been inactive longer than he's been active. So he was active for 2020 and 2021, and then he's been like inactive 2022, 3 and 4. Yeah, now we're into 2025. Now, here's the thing, the streaming. Now, he did some streams here and there. That don't really count. They were kind of like once every while and stuff, but not really, okay? But in that time, during this time, Richard was one coin, like Bitcoin, one coin. Yeah? Meanwhile, though, this is occurring on PulseChain. pDAI is hated as it actually pumps. As you know, friends, there's the pDAI, some say conspiracy, but we found there's a lot of wallets out here. Richard owns a lot of the supply. He owns 12 billion out of 22.5 billion. Grok gives 60% chance he's behind it. I've made many videos out here saying that, hey, like what the market thinks about the supply might not be true. He could own a lot of on secret coins, and the amount of money needed is not as much as people thinks for it to actually get there. And then obviously I even showed you an Eric Wall interpretation of what happens in pDAI if we do successfully peg later on. What would he be saying? And obviously this is very in the middle, and I'm trying to be objective here. And what would someone like him, he would say pDAI is Richard Hart's strategy trick, magic trick, to basically divert the purchasing power of the origin address bags into another coin that he has a lot of supply of. That's what it would be, where he can actually exit and maneuver stuff around. Otherwise, he would be playing in a game where he could move the sacrifice funds into the core coins and just get dumped on immediately. Yeah? So I guess he figured out if he uses the pDAI strategy and we eventually get the stable coins from other stable coins out there to bond, we will have more leverage to fuel the ecosystem higher. And I think I calculated it. If Ethereum got to $10,000, you would have 1.7 billion in that. But if Ethereum got to $10,000 and we did the pDAI thing, yes, you could eventually access like $5 billion if you did it. And it's decentralized stablecoin, okay? So there is a difference. And depends, he might even go for $10 billion. It depends how much money you get from the stablecoins, yeah? So that the pDAI route unlocks potentially more money because you're not bound by the Ethereum liquidity in that. You're bound by how much money comes in to PulseX to bridge and try to grab the incentive token ink off the yield farms, okay? That's pretty much it. So that's a wild card. If it's not successful, it could be only $100 million. If it's super successful, it could be maybe $10 billion. That's the big thing. And if that happens, you can mint pDAI, use their bridge, and the purchasing power can basically thrash up and give us what we call a hyperloop. And in normal fashion, friends, I will now show you a hyperloop going, wee! This is Pulse PLS price chart. That's what it would be like, okay? So we are on this journey together, and we're going to play some journey music, friends. Some Pokemon journey music from Route 24. Now, to add, pDAI violently hated, okay? Violently. As you know, pDAI violently hated because of the claims they make. They say that Richard is behind it. They, by the community, says Richard is behind it. And here's the thing, friends. He's had 2 years to say he's not behind it. And it's hit almost $1 billion market cap. Like it's almost like, friends, it's only like 2x away from flipping PulseChain, the spear. Think about that, bro. That's big. That's really big. Think about that. 482 million market cap, and it's at 2 cents. So Pulse, you can actually see this, friends, on the, you can do the pDAI to Pulse ratio and actually show it. And I've actually got the pDAI Pulse chart here. This is actually huge. If it hits this ratio up here, okay, it's about another 2x. My gosh, wow, that's big, man. It'll actually flip the chain. And so, friends, I want to remind you as well, this is what I always wanted, man. When I came into crypto, I wanted someone to do exactly what I'm doing now. I wanted somebody to mog non-believers. I wanted somebody to give me the synopsis. Give me the story. Give me the law. I want to understand the communities. Give me this ground field research work, this hard work. Put it here for me in a video and then don't charge me for it. I wanted everything and I got it now. I got it, but I'm giving it to you for free. I got it because I made it for myself. Okay, so I wanted somebody else to do it. Couldn't get that. I had to find out myself. Okay, so I hope you appreciate this. I'm showing you this, okay? Now, you can make your decisions of what you want, but this kind of explains everything that's going on. This is your real edge, man. This is edge. Now, obviously, okay, learning about the psychology of everything, pDAI, the claims that Richard's behind it, okay, that size, man, it's undeniable. Grok gives 60% chance. He's got these wallets that can only be his. All these milady and all these tidbits. Friends, pDAI was the first logo on PulseX for an altcoin. Did you know that? When it first launched, pDAI had the first logo. It was the very first logo. It was the yellow one with the ring around it. Yes? But right now, bit of violence because of the claims Richard's behind it. Because it implies that Hexicans have been left behind for the past 2 years. That's what it implies. That's why it triggers them. Okay? And it's literally like, friends, God telling the Israelites, I know you think you're the promised land people, but actually there's another group of people on an island full of orange trees, and there's jelly beans, and there's coconut bra babes dancing with the tribal fire and just dolphins doing backflips, this magical island, you know? They would be like, no! It's blasphemy to even suggest that. So you got to remember, yes, Richard Hart is considered like a god. It is blasphemy to imply that he has other plans that these people weren't directly told about it, because they, like the gospel, they'd go sit and listen. They'd watch his 3-hour streams like these ones, friends. They'd watch his 3-hour streams out here. This is, you know,
was circulating because it has staked and unstaked before. If it's in your interest to show them
see this. So yes, that's pretty much it. And it was always like, come straight to the source, only come straight to the source. Now, There's a different paradigm. It's evolved because he doesn't just speak through text. He also speaks through the blockchain. And the pDAI community, Mr. 99 Capital and everyone, Mr. Decentralized Me, they look on chain. They go, oh, what is he saying with his actions? And Richard has also tweeted many times, running free open source public software is considered speech. Speaking through the blockchain, actions, they do speak louder than words, right? It's just their wallet movements, you know? It's kind of like, friends, if you watch the politician tell you that eating meat is bad, you should go eat bugs. If you watch them say that, but then you're able to track their bank account and see that 30% of their weekly expenditure is on steaks, what would you think about that? You'd say, oh, actions speak louder than words. Your wallet actions. You're actually speaking through your wallet actions. They actually speak louder than any word that's coming out of your mouth. You see what I mean? It's the same thing. But you can't actually see their bank account, can you? But with crypto now we can. That's the game changer. Okay, so that's why this pDAI pump causes pain with every green candle tick. Because Richard, considered like a god, it's cult founder, friends. That's it. Memes, cults, religions. Yeah, it's cult founder. Just like if it happened with Satoshi, happened with Charles Hockinson and Corridanzo, happens to every single thing, okay? Justin Sun, Tron, Elon Musk, Doge, everything. Yeah, it's the same thing. This is typical stuff. Also, remember, Ethereum and Vitalik, yeah? Same thing. So the knife twist, friends, or the spoon twist of all of this is that it's that pDAI has rallied in a bear market. Yeah, that's the knife twist here. pDAI rallying in this bear market has been the absolute, that's been literally the spoon twist in the back. Very violent. Why? Because that was meant to be the Hexican person's dream. Because it came from Richard Hart's talking points. Okay, as you know, friends, when I have Richard Hart here, I put the little top hat emoji. Hex was designed to outperform Bitcoin in a bear market, and that Hex was a bear market hedge. So there's a Richard Hart talking points. He goes, it's a better Bitcoin, better design, better than it, but just do better in a bear market, yeah? So that's what everyone's expectations were. The reality, of course, is absolutely brutal. Hex ETH, right? Not even Hex BTC. Hex ETH combined is down 96%. Hex BTC is down a super aggressive. By the way, this is the combined price, okay? So this is it, man. You have to even put it on a log chart just to see. It is down. This Hex BTC ratio down 98%. Far out, man. That's the bone crushing reality of it, okay? So, and then they see another love child rallying in a bear market, claiming it's actually Richard Hart's core coin. That's the triggering part. That's why it's not priced perfectly. The chain is contrarian. Everything about the whole thing's contrarian. And now the contrarian guys are now being contrarian and like just hating another new creation. Like, friends, it's literally, I can't tell you how I am so blessed to come across this. I can't believe it is literally happening one for one again. Friends, this is a true unicorn. This is not meant to happen. You understand that? It is literally not meant to happen. It's literally, you've caught the rarest Pokemon with the Pokeball. You're meant to use like the Master Ball or the Ultra Ball. No. This is an actual, you caught it with a normal Pokeball. It's not meant to happen. The odds of that happening is literally like, it's 1 in like 100,000 or something ridiculous, okay? Because you would think the market is updating its expectations in real time based off the founder. But not everybody has. They haven't. They've just watched this appear and like not do anything. A lot of people. But the market is figuring this out over time. Okay, it is figuring out. That's why it's been gliding up over time. Yeah. Also, it's hard for people to even compute what does it even mean because I've never seen anything like this. How does it finish off with an unbacked stablecoin? Like, what does that even do, right? That's another thing. So the reality, right, is we've seen Bitcoin at 110K. Combined Hex is down 96%. So as I showed you, the Hex BTC ratio is down 98% from 3.5 years ago. That's the bone crusher, yeah? So from the top right, Bitcoin from 45K, it went 2.5x up. And then when Hex was 55 cents, it dropped 96%. So just literally bone crushing. So it has been quite an experience, hasn't it?
A cry, our rights, our wrongs.
Bet you don't want to live through that again. So if you add up all those elements together, now you can see why this deep sadness for Hex Maxi believers is everywhere. All right. Even as, because like new people coming in, they're like, Sommi, I just don't get it. Why isn't everybody happy? Don't they see the magic of this? That's what they're all saying. And that's why I'm sharing with you why it's not. That's why it's hard for them to cross that theoretical bridge. So if I could, obviously, friends, look, I can't give you financial advice. If I was a Hex Maxi, I'd be using US dollar bank account money, throwing into pDAI. I go, okay, maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. At least I don't get pissed off if this thing keeps going up faster than my Hex expectations. Because the conspiracy theory is, friends, that as pDAI gets closer to the pegging, after it does, if it pegs, then the conspiracy is that, like I said, the bridge locks in, liquidity comes in, and then you can actually start the hyperloop and pump Hex up. You get this turbo, bunny hop, leapfrog, moonshot dream. But many people, the narrative is now shifting. People said, oh, Hex is going to go above 40x from here. It's going to go way higher. Just be careful with that because you're trying to time stuff. You don't have certainty with your timing, do you? So that's why you got to hedge. So as I mentioned, right, you get 40x downside, 40x upside and 1x downside. Like it's still good bets, man. By the way, like I mentioned, Grok gives 60% chance it's behind Richard Hart. So 60% chance that the guy who made a coin do 10,000x is behind something. I wouldn't want to bet against him, by the way. You know, what do you think the fair value is? Well, Grok is saying the thing should be literally near 60 cents. Oh, you got to compute Richard Hart's chance of a failure. Okay, let's say it's 50-50 chance that he fails. Okay, let's say you say, hey, 50% chance Richard succeeds, 50% chance he fails. Okay, that means Grok would still give you a 30-cent price of pDAI. 30 cents. Because half of it is a 60% chance that it's him only, and then you have 50% chance of success rate. Okay, so you do that, you're down to 30 cents for the payout to be $1. Then you look at the chart. Like I just gave you like these realistic odds. Dude, the price is still 2. It's like 2. Okay, so it's literally, look at this information asymmetry, man. You're not going to get this anywhere, bro. 7x undervalued. And then what if it turns out to be him? Your odds got to go up higher. Also, what if it looks like he's going to succeed? Your odds go higher again. Like it's 50x to $1 nearly, man. So that giant pump hopefully does await us, but for the Hex Maxis, right, for the past 3.5 years, for Richard Hart, traditional Richard Hart Maxi coins, it's been nothing short of a nightmare. It has been. Also, this basically kicked dirt in everyone's face. This was really embarrassing for all of us. Out of the top 300 survivor coins from 2021, top 300 biggest coins, Hex came dead last at one point. You might say, wait, Sommi, what about Luna? Luna, with the airdrop, was still only down 98%. Hex dropped 99% with the airdrop. Combined Hex hit 0.5 cents. Actually hit below it. Look at this. It hit, the lowest it hit was, 0.00. Look at that. Went all the way down, 0.005 right here. I wonder though if, Richard did this though. I wonder if he was the one that helped it go down here. So when it goes up to 50 cents, it is 100x. Or if it hits $5 one day, it's 1,000x. I hope it's him. I really do hope it's him. But that's what basically added a lot of insult to the injury. And you can see him right here, right? So combined Luna was down 98.5, whatever. Combined Hex down 99. Now, of course, you really want to know why. Hex gives you yield. So you're meant to be earning the yield, which helps. And also there was the dilution effect of PulseChain, which split everything up more. So technically, you made more money with Hex. But the thing is, it's not about the technicals, man. If you talk to everyone, what we say is, why are we even in the same sentence as them? Why are we like, no, you're not down 99%. You're only down 97.235%. Like, bro, we should not be rank last or second last next to Luna out of 300. That's why it kicks hard. So you slap all that together, and then, friends, you see these purple logos out here for pDAI. You see this chart here as well, right? And here I am making this funny gif of Donald Trump signing the executive order. I'd like both bags to pump. You see all of that, and now you know why this gif hits this meme. Mitch and Hart has 7 core coins. So see this story, friends. You get to see it. So this story is important. If you read it, you gotta understand the power of this. Also, shout out to K9 as well. The fact that pDAI pumped in the bear market, which was supposed to be Hex's thing, I never thought about it from that angle. I understand Maxi's seething hate for pDAI better in that context. Okay, so shout out to everybody out there. Now do you see why this is literally your God? There's God in this community, and God says you're going to be the chosen one, and they're like, nah, I'm choosing my other son. Like, it's just that's why. Now, it doesn't mean anyone's truly left behind or anything. It's just that when you're here for, remember, Richard Hart's marketing points was, we're the shining light on the hill. We are here for glory. We're here to make you feel good, delaying gratification. But actually, it's not. But you never know. Maybe it does work out like that. Maybe Hex. Remember, pDAI can only get to $1. It can only get there, and then it stops, and then you only earn the yield rate. Okay, maybe Hex does more than that. Maybe Hex does 100x. Maybe it does 1,000x. But it doesn't matter, because here's the thing. Altcoins go down for like 3.5 years. They only go up for 6 months. So you got to think about it from that perspective too. But hey, maybe the delaying gratification stuff does work. I don't know about the timing of stuff out here. I don't know about the timing. And also, you want to, new people always coming in here, they always say, Sommi, why does he not just tell everybody? And the answer is because there are Jeets who are going to sell their pDAI at 5 cents, and he would rather them sell hundreds of thousands of dollars there rather than millions of dollars at $1. Okay, so you'd rather them sell lower, and that's what it would do. Otherwise, you'd force them to hold, and then it makes it harder for believers to actually hold and get in. So now I've got all this story here written for you, friends. And I'll mention to you, please do not sell Hex down here to get in. I would use USD, BTC, or ETH. Now you get to see this story, why it packs a punch differently than anything you've seen before. And I can feel it, man. I'm just telling you, friends, when this goes up, it hurts. I can feel it hurts. I just showed you XRP, man. XRP is going to go higher. It's going to keep hurting Bitcoiners. They're going to yell louder and louder and louder. But we're on the same team, man. We're in PulseChain, friends. Like if you're, that's why my message is, if you're a Hex, Maxi, you're a believer, okay, maybe you're in too deep in terms of, maybe you don't want to talk about pDAI. I've taken the reputation hit, by the way, because I don't give a shit. If this don't work, okay, it doesn't work, okay? That's what, friends, remember the crypto trilemma problem. Remember, I made this, okay? You make money, the influencer makes money, and then there's selfish influencer, reputation, risk. So the only way, you can only do 2 or 3. So the only way that you make money and then influencer makes money, or the person giving you the information, me, okay? The only way I make money is if my reputation takes a hit. That's the only way. Why? Because by definition, to make money, you have to be buying low, which means the crowd hates it, which means it's trash in their eyes, which means they don't believe it, which means you are taking away attention from the other stuff that's giving dopamine and moving that they believe in the narrative. You're talking about something else. Do you get it? You are constantly unpopular. And luckily for me, I don't give a crap about popularity whatsoever, because markets, long-term, delay gratification, long-term vision, long-term holding, vastly outperforms this popularity game. It's not even close. It's child's play. Child's play, man. I've shown you the charts. I've literally shown you the charts. You've seen it. 10x, 20x, 30x, 50x, 100x. You know they outperform it, okay? So now you have this new perspective, friends. I hope you can grow as a person, and you just understand the game better. This is what I always wanted, man. I wanted people, hey, show me different ideas. You decide what you want to do. I'm just presenting something here to you. I wish there was a channel out here to do all this stuff that I do. I wish I'd watch them religiously. They don't. It's just like top 15 AI agent coins that I'm going to rug on you without knowing in the next 2 weeks and move on. Unfortunately, that's the reality of stuff out here. Yeah. And when you find first stock unicorns, it ain't easy, man. Yeah, they can rug. Anything, it can not work out, but at least you're in the mindset. There's no category for these. No one's ever seen anything like this. Like, if this works out, maybe they put me on the biggest channels. I'm like, you think it was easy? The contrarian community that's gatekept hated their own coin. You think it was easy? It wasn't easy. Who made it at the end? Believers. That's it. We're in a game. Mr. Market comes here. Friends, remember Warren Buffett always talks about Mr. Market. Mr. Market has approached you with odds. Market price. Do you like it or don't you like it? If you can discover information, you close that information asymmetry gap for yourself, and you know there's a big gap out there in the market, which we do know. I was just showing you with Grok. That's funny. Why are you trading at 2 cents when Grok says you should be 30 to 60 cents? Opportunity. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.